For those of you wondering, the Yankees are winning 11-5 tonight. For those of you wondering, the Dodgers are winning 1-0. That's fine. We'll call it a good night. Thank you, Paul. And thank you, Jennifer Kazakowski, June Simmons, and the Partners in Care Foundation Board for honoring me and Valley Presbyterian Hospital with this very, very, very prestigious award. But seriously, think about this. You give a Cuban an award and a microphone in front of 500 people, and then you limit him to 6 minutes. That is a problem. What was I to do? So I called my fellow Cuban, who's here tonight with me, Joe Balbona from RBB Architects, and asked him for advice. I said, Joe, I called the folks at Hooper Lundy, and they were willing to give me some minutes, but they wanted to charge me for the time. I called Martha at HealthNet and asked her for 5 minutes, and she offered me 30 seconds and let me know that was her last and final offer. Joe lectured me for 30 minutes, and at the end looked at me in the eye and said, Gustavito, which in Cuban means you are either in trouble or someone is about to tell you to get over it. Joe said to me, Gustavito, no proud, self-respecting, hard-working, energetic Cuban ever asks for time. This is your night. Talk as long as you want. Thank you, Joe. You know, I read that speech to my wife today, and she said, did Joe really say that? I said, no, sweetheart, I made that whole thing up. So here I go. I'd like to start by extending my congratulations to Martha Santana-Chin for her outstanding work at HealthNet and advocacy for our Medi-Cal population in California. I am thrilled this evening to be able to acknowledge and thank many of you who have played a pivotal role in my career. I have had the good fortune of several mentors and champions that were willing to give a chance to a young, scrawny kid from Queens, New York. Marty Ross and the late Dennis Pointer provided me with a scholarship and an outstanding education at the UCLA School of Public Health. Paul Viviano afforded me a year-long residency at Los Alamitos Medical Center, where I developed my core sense of what it means to be a community hospital. Dr. Ken Farhang was my mentor and champion when I became CEO at Los Alamitos Medical Center in 1990. Ken taught me the importance of patience, which I'm sure many of you don't think I've learned quite yet, and the delicate balance that exists between administrators and physicians at a community hospital. This award, however, truly belongs to everyone at Valley Presbyterian Hospital. Our board of directors, medical staff, 2,000 caregivers, and the volunteers are the true heroes in the San Fernando Valley. Valley Presbyterian Hospital is proud to serve a community that sorely needs access to our medical services. Our entire workforce has embraced who we are and has embraced the importance of providing quality care to all that we serve. Our vision of VPH is led by our board chairman, Dr. Greg Kay. Greg has been relentless in his belief that no matter what we get paid or underpaid or not paid at all of us have an obligation and responsibility to meet the needs of our patients and our employees. It has been my honor and privilege to have served with Greg for the last 15 years. I would like to thank the hard-working executive team at VPH, in particular my colleague for the past 13 years, Lori Cardle. In addition to her many responsibilities, Lori has the most impossible job of having a focused and oftentimes distracted CEO. It's not always easy to work with someone whose favorite line from Springsteen's Rosalita is, I'm not here on business, I'm only here for fun. VPH also embraces our community beyond the walls of our hospital. Through our Compassion in Action program, we work closely with many community organizations. We provide food for MEND, volunteer opportunities for students from Tierra del Sol, Christmas toys for over 600 children, and many activities for the kids from the local Y. I'm often asked how VPH has been able to succeed as a freestanding, independent hospital. I've always said that even though we are freestanding and independent, we are never alone. VPH has many partners helping us to serve over 300,000 Medi-Cal enrollees. These partners include our VPH medical staff, Preferred IPA, Community Family Clinics, Healthcare LA, LA Care, HealthNet, and MedPoint Management, to name a few. Along the way, David Hatch and the team at Hooper Lundy and Bookman are always ready with sound legal advice, Joe Balbona and Silvio Botero from RBB help us navigate our infrastructure. My colleagues at Peach are always looking for ways to help the California Hospital safety net system. CHLA has been a great partner for us as we continue to serve our pediatric population. I have sought strategic advice from Sean Sheffield at USC, who told me that in the world of hospital dating, we were not her idea of a hot Saturday night. And Rick Jacobs at Cedars, Rick Jacobs' advice was so Rick. He said, Gus, I don't know what or how you guys are doing it, but keep doing it because it seems to be working. And during the pandemic, VPH received weekly, if not tactical, advice from Bernie Klein at Holy Cross and Tammy Brailsford from the Memorial Health System. We have a saying at VPH, no one wants to marry us, but everyone wants us to succeed. My appreciation to the team at Partners in Care Foundation for your great work throughout our community. Your value was brought home to me by one of our employees at VPH. Kim Belusky and OB Tech at VPH has let me know of the wonderful service that you have provided to her and her family after Kim's husband, Tom, suffered a tragic accident 17 years ago. Kim and Tom are here this evening to thank and honor both VPH and the Partners in Care Foundation. Kim and Tom, thank you very much for being here tonight. I save my largest thank you to my family. My son Nick, daughter Lauren, her husband Mike. They are my best friends and willing to engage me in my baseball trips, sports tours, and numerous Springsteen concerts after Mom threw in the towel on all of those adventures. Lauren and Mike also gave me the new love of my life, my 3.5-year-old granddaughter, Helena. Last and most importantly, I save my most heartfelt thank you for my wife, Rini. Rini has been my friend, soulmate, and beautiful partner for the past 47 years. Although she is quite the sophisticated person from Manhattan, she was also willing to take a chance on a scrawny kid from Queens back in 1978, and the rest, as they say, is history. What we all do is hard, but for all of us, this is a rewarding labor of love. When it gets too tough, I always remember Springsteen's line from Rosalita, someday we'll look back on this and it will all seem funny. Thank you all very much for being here, and thank you again for this great honor. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, dinner will now be served.